Listo, creo que ya estamos en transmisión, chicos. Así que bueno, solo conecto algunas cosas, pongo el directo para ver si se está grabando todo. Y ahora sí, empezamos. Espérate, no he puesto a cargar la computadora. Me acabo de pegar. A ver, que esta vez no podemos tener interrupciones, chicos. Bien, ya estamos aquí. Tengo la computadora lista, tengo el directo listo. Así que bueno, hey, ¿cómo está gente de YouTube? Aquí en un nuevo video para el canal. Esta vez nos encontramos nuevamente en Genshin Impact, en una de las actualizaciones que más están esperando jugar. Así que vamos a empezar porque hoy tenemos el tiempo cortado debido a que ahorita tengo que jugar en la cuenta de mi hermano para hacer las cosas. Así que bueno, esto lo vamos a ignorar por el momento. Tenemos un evento ya desde el inicio. Vaya, qué rápido tenemos el evento grande. Mira, aquí nos dan una Kool gratis. Aquí está Tignari, Shangri, Diana, la Tori Cryo. Tenemos esta. Y tenemos ese animal que no sé qué es. Voy a poner los mensajes aquí. Vamos a ver aquí. No tengo pensado tirar por Tecnal, chicos. Ya les voy diciendo que no tengo ni una. Ay, shit. Ese arco es buenísimo. Quizás el arco me atreva a tirar. Pero ya de ahí en fuera tenemos los nuevos dominios de Sumeru. Que nos van a dar 5 protogemas cada una. Vamos a reclamar las 600 protogemas de inicio. Recogemos todo. Y vamos a empezar con lo que más me interesa de esta actualización. Y es si es verdad. ¡Sí! ¡Es verdad! Ya agregaron los conjuntos nuevos. El de curación regional. Ah, no está el de Cry. Ah, mira, aquí está. Ah, la torre, metieron un montón. El de Hydro, el Cry, resistencia Pyro, bono de Pyro. El de escudo, el de Geo. El de curación, el de Nemo, los dos de Electro. Ostras tú, ostras tú. Esta actualización viene con todo ahorita mismo. Así que empezaremos por los cryo, que es lo que más interesa, sacar una yaka bien chida. Solo voy a buscar artefactos que vale la pena tirar. Ese de prioridad. Prioridad de daño crítico, no me lo puedo tirarlo. Daño crítico y prioridad. Daño crítico y prioridad, porque los artefactos tan buenos, me cago en todo. Así que bueno, aquí ya empiezan los malos. Daño geo, no vale la pena. Daño electro tampoco vale la pena. Uy, este es bellísimo. Bueno, lo guardo por si acaso. Y bueno, ahora hacemos la primera prenda. Y que sea lo que Dios quiere, chicos. Tenemos 3 copas de inicio: vida, defensa, ataque, no, daño crítico, no. ¿Qué necesito? Probabilidad crítica, no, daño, probabilidad crítica necesito, no, malísimo, muy malo. Empezamos muy mal este gacha de artefacto, chicos, empezamos mal. Ya tiene vida, así que no. Eso es bellísimo, así que no. No estoy borrando 600 artefactos legendarios por nada, chicos, así que no se preocupen, tenemos mucho para gastar. Listo, con esto puse una más que antes. Y que veamos los artefactos: 4 copas, 4 coronas, una pluma y 2 relojes. Vamos a empezar con las copas. Bono daño aire, no me interesa. Quiero ver pero no está. Bono daño dentro. Ya tenemos nuestra primera copa con bono daño dentro. Ese es un buen inicio. Bono daño pyro, los stats me cagan. Estas manos y con defensa. La pluma, más o menos. Aquí me voy a fijar el stat principal. No. Vida, vida, vida. Mental, basura y vida, basura. Bien, estamos empezando muy mal en este gacha de artefactos. Empiezo en esto porque necesito una yaca mamadísima. La razón por la que no he podido usar bien a yaca es debido a que no tengo buenos artefactos para ella. Todavía. Tengo dos que sí son buenos, pero Bueno, a ver, tiramos aquí. Copas, vida, no me interesa, mono daño físico, los estados son basura. Probabilidad crítica. Aquí tenemos el primer buen artefacto. No, no, no. Y ataque, daño crítico más, no. Muy bien, vamos a mejorar ese probabilidad crítica. Por cierto, creo que tengo al casco de acá. Creo que le tengo probabilidad crítica porque los padres tengo daño crítico. A ver, aquí hay una espada. Ahí. Sí, efectivamente le tengo probabilidad crítica. Ay, es que este casco es hermoso. Me va a costar mucho que los artefactos. Mira, ¿qué les digo? Que tengo un montón de artefactos legendarios, chicos. Tengo muchísimos, así que no hay que preocuparnos de gastar algunos. Y esos son nomás las coronas. Aquí está el que vale la pena cambiar. Así que vamos. Tiene vida, vida y recarga de energía. Ahí vamos mal. Si se mejora daño crítico, yo no tengo nada que preocuparme. 8 se mejoró vida, me cago en todo. Con uno que se mejore daño crítico, ya lo voy a dejar. Se lo voy a poner ahí acá. Se subió recarga de energía, me cago en todo. Voy a acelerar un poquito el proceso, dando un artefacto muy bueno. A ver, ¿cuál de estos puedo tirar a la basura? Esta está completa, así que vamos a tirar este, daño crítico. No, porque voy a tirar este, este se ve bien, pero... Ah, sí, vamos a tirar. Y no, se ha mejorado esa wea, me cago en todo. Quitamos este y voy a poner uno de esos artefactos azules, esto para mejorar. Marca 6 dice desperdiciar, a ver, las desperdiciar. Finalmente, uno de daño crítico, se mejoró literalmente todo, un poquito más la vida esa. Voy a hacer una última gacha hacia los de Crayo, porque es lo que más me interesa ya acá, mejorarla. Si no tenemos suerte, pasamos a los Pyro, que necesito otros personajes como Yanpei. ¿Saben que daño crítico no es basura ese? Ataque, defensa, ataque, ataque, forma de curación, ataque, porque tengo puntos de ataque, pero crítica no tiene daño crítico, así que es basura. Defensa, quitamos uno. Esta es la última gacha que voy a hacer en la cryo. Aquí no tenemos coronas. Bueno, daño Nemo, basura, las voy a fijar aquí. Crítico, daño electro no sirve. Basura, 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 basura. Recontra basura, mega basura. Bueno, ya no voy a tirar esto. Vamos al de Pyro. Ese de probabilidad ética, pero tiene stats muy malos. A ver, ¿tiene un ataque? No, tiene stats muy malos. No lo voy a dejar porque es vida, ya tengo muchos. Este es bueno. Crítica, no, es malo. No tiene buenos stats, defensa y vida. Crítica, vida, vida, defensa. No, muy malo. Crítica, daño crítico. Este es bueno. Vida, no, 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 y no. No, no, no. Acabo. A ver, defensa no me interesa. No me interesa. Basura. Oh, mira, ese era uno de Pyro. Para su calculación. El crítico no tiene prioridad, así que luego lo intentamos mejorar. Vida. Ah, no, aquí lo que importa es ver los substats. Uy, si aquí tuviera daño crítico, sería un artefacto hermoso. Basura, ataque y tiene substats muy buenos. Vamos a mejorar aquí. Vamos a seguir tirando. Entonces, bueno, este también es bueno. Este también es bueno. Aquí ya no. La crítica con stats muy malos. La crítica con stats muy malos. La crítica, este tiene excelentes, pero se la tiene daño crítica de cero. Y este está bien. Basura, 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 basura. Basura, 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 basura. La razón por la que hay algunos que tienen daño crítico con un buen stat, les digo basura porque ya tengo uno muy bueno con Shao que tiene daño crítico por allá. Vida, ataque, nada bueno, no quiero stat, no, muy malo. Vida, no, defensa, no, recarga energía, no. Vamos con otra. Necesitamos dos. Tenemos una copa nomás, basura, basura, basura mental, basura mental. Vida, ay, qué asqueroso me están haciendo los artefactos. Vida, vida y ataque, pero con sopestar muy malos. No estamos teniendo suerte, chavos. ¿Por qué dije eso? Yo nunca digo eso. Uy, mono daño pyro con ataque y recarga energía. Olvídalo, ese es buenísimo. No llenemos, no de físico, no me interesa. No, 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 no. Y no, y no, y no. A ver, copas. No, basura. Mono daño pyro. Si este le saliera daño crítico, te lo cuento. Se está muy malo, muy malo, muy malo. Defensa no, ataque no. No tienes ni daño ni probabilidad y no es ataque. Vamos a salir una última y si no, ya comenzamos con la historia, chicos, porque ya me estoy estresando que no me salga nada de lo que quiero. Defensa, lo voy a guardar por si acaso llega a ser un ataque. Esa le podría venir ya a la show si tuviera un reemplazo para el casco. Ah, ya estoy arrepentido de haber dado ese casco de prueba crítica, así que bueno. Daño Pyro, no me sirve. Vida, ataque. Ese sí me puede llegar a servir, ¿no? Basura, vamos a dar uno más. Una decoración. Muy mal. Y ahora vamos con la última tirada. Defensa. La crítica, muy malos. Muy malo. Defensa. Basura. 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 Recontra basura. Más basura. No sirve. Basura mental. Nada. No hay nada. Bueno, voy a dejar los artefactos para otra ocasión. Que ya me los estoy gastando todos. ¿Me está esto? Bien, favor. Ya no tengo nada más que estar aquí. Vamos a la misión finalmente. Un bosque de transformación. Sumeru está por ese lado. ¿Por qué voy a hacer este teleport? No me digas que lo están contando en Sumeru. Me cago en todo. Sumeru es grande. Hay un dominio, hay otro dominio, aquí hay otro. Hay cuatro estatuas. No, cinco estatuas. No sé cuántos teleports. Así que empezamos con esta gran historia, chicos. Empecemos, porque no. Estoy emocionado. Vamos a ir reclamando cofres, todo lo que hagamos, chicos. Lamento decirlo, pero sí tengo pensado reclamarlo. Teleports, cofres, todo lo que va lo voy a ir reclamando poco a poco. No me puedo saltar absolutamente nada. Dice que el teleport está aquí más abajo. Yo no lo veo, me da para la pinta de que está escondido. Y aquí está. Ya lo... ¿Y aquí qué hay? Oye, 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 ¿y este túnel? Hola, lluvia que cae hacia abajo. No sé si me está escuchando. Hola, bienvenido al directo. Creo que sí se me está escuchando, pero por si acaso voy a comprobarlo. ¿Puedes proporcionarte el directo? ¿Y aquí qué hay? Oye, oye, oye. Ah, sí, sí se me está escuchando. Gracias por pasarte el directo y espero que lo
Time to go.
disfrutes. ¿Ya te conseguiste Shangri? Qué bueno que conseguiste el personaje. Yo normalmente tiraría, sí me gustaría, lo que yo tiraría, Dios mío, que por Dios te juro, es este arco. Te juro por Dios que yo tiraría por este arco. Pero solo voy a tirar por él si tengo las suficientes protogemas para que tenga gancho asegurada en la próxima parte. Vamos a seguir este serie porque, como les dije, quiero reclamar absolutamente todas las recompensas para conseguir los deseos los más que se pueda. El arco, es que ese arco me está llamando, les juro por Dios que ese arco me está llamando. Espero que estés feliz con tu Zhongli. De hecho, ahorita yo voy a cambiar de equipo. ¡Un cristalóptero dentro! Me cago en todo, ¿por qué justo me pone esto? Me cago en todo, me taparon. Hemos llegado a Sumeru. Viene animación, le quito la cámara para que ustedes puedan ver.
Now that we made it to Sumeru,
Olvídenlo, no hay
one
animación.
objective should be to head to Sumeru City and find a
Sigue
way to
para
meet
usted.
with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Speaking of
Podemos...
Lesser
Esto.
Lord Kusanali, even though we haven't heard too much about her, she doesn't seem to be the same deity who abducted your brother. But even
Déjenme
so,
acabo, chicos, que
typical
estoy
Sumeru,
un
the
poquito
nation of
incómodo.
wisdom, you know. If we can get a chance to meet the God of Wisdom, maybe she can give us some useful information.
Ten cuidado, las niñas son peligrosas, Paimon. Lee nos lo ha
That will just know
demostrado.
the way to Sumeru City. Maybe we can climb up to that spot with the statue of the Seven on it. That'll give us a way better view of things. Even if we can't see exactly where the city is, at least we'll be able to check for some smaller settlements nearby.
Ahí tenemos un cofre, ahí se puso la estatua. ¡Hostias! ¿Quién llegó?
There's someone up ahead.
Oye, ¿por qué no podemos ir primero a Sumeru, tú? Sumeru es más fácil acceder, Dios mío,
Perfect
santo.
timing.
Ah, es
Then we
porque
can
estaba
just head
cerrado la
straight
cima
for
ahora
it
que me
rather
acuerdo.
than wander around like lost adventurers. Hey there! We're not from around here and seem to have gotten a little lost.
Y nos
We might pause
ignoraron
for
por
some
toda la
directions.
cara, chicos.
Huh? Did they not hear Paimon? Hey! You over there! Could you give us some directions? Huh?
Viajera de Sumeru. ¿Acaso quiere que la
Let's check in
sigamos?
here. There's no way she could have missed that. Wait! Could she be ignoring us? How dare she? Well, even so, she might be heading someplace where we could find other people to ask.
Ya vamos a empezar
Keep our
con
distance
las
from
típicas
Paimon.
misiones de acosar a la gente, por Dios
Let's just
santo.
ask someone else for directions.
Tras la bruma y el bosque. Primera misión de Sumeru, chicos. Estoy muy, muy,
Come on,
muy, que
let's
muy
follow her.
feliz.
Just
El
keep
cofre está
quiet.
aquí.
Make sure she doesn't notice us.
Ya tenemos la primera insignia dentro, que la verdad me entusiasma. Aquí hay algo que no sé para qué es. Creo que ahorita me había indicado algo, pero no le puse atención.
Follow the wind.
A ver, vamos a verlas. A ver para qué sirve. Símbolo de 4 petros. Ah, es para viajar. Bueno, eso nos va a dar una protogemita. Ah, mira, ahí puedo viajar. No entendí bien cómo funciona esta wea. A ver, voy a ver si la encuentro con todo ese desmadre. Tengo que estar mirándolo constantemente. Ah, mira. Ah, ostras, ostras. Uy, eso está chido. No, chicos, algo me dice que voy a tener que poner el equipo de exploración, por más que me gustaría tener a Shao, el halcón directo. Aquí hay un tucán, que no le vamos a hacer nada, el pobre. Vamos a hacer unos ajustes de equipo. Cuando consiga la tirada número 30, voy a hacer una tirada hacia el runner de armas a ver si sale. Vamos a cambiar Mona por la viajera que es lo innovador. En ese momento, el
There's
Sumeru,
still a
chicos,
long
Sumeru.
road ahead.
Demonios, no me cambié el equipo, me cago en todo. Me acuerdo que hay una tecla para estar viendo todo eso. Muy bien, ya tenemos aquí a Shao. Nos ponemos a la viajera y estrenamos a la viajera Nemo. A Nemo, sí. Gracias que estoy diciendo. A la viajera dentro. Nuestro primer personaje dentro, chicos. Estoy muy feliz. Me cago en todo y un montón de portales. Otro elemento que conseguimos. Fueron unas cositas. ¿Será esa parte del evento de alguna otra misión? ¿Cuánto nos pide la primera parte y qué nos da? Nos da 60 protogemas, una llave de santuario y necesita, ne- 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 necesita 20 al inicio, necesita 20 dendróculos al inicio. ¿Pero qué le pasa? Nos ponemos la habilidad dentro.
Scatter!
Muy bien, es el animador. Me pongo especialmente equipo por a la hora de escalar
Useless.
y a la hora de moverme por el aire, ya que Shadow es más fácil moverse con el aire. Que vámonos por aquí, ahí hay otro túnel, me cago en los túneles.
Huh? She just walked near that small waterfall and then suddenly vanished. Hmm.
Hay unos vigilantes de la sombra, chicos. ¿Quién nos vigila?
Paimon thought this cave would lead to a village or something, but it looks like that's not the case.
¿Qué es esa cosa que está
And look,
colgando?
she's sitting over there. Wait, she couldn't possibly be living here, could she? What should we do now? Do we try asking her for direct? Alright then. It's not like we have anyone else we can ask. Even if she's not very friendly, we just need her to point us in the right direction. That's all.
Yo preferiría no molestarla, pero sé que Paimon
Oh.
estaría insistente.
What a lovely smell.
Seguro que hizo eso para atraernos.
It's
O
coming
atraer a
from that
Paimon.
fencer over there. This is definitely not your typical place to call home, but at least it smells nice. Maybe living here wouldn't be too bad after all.
De seguro ni siquiera es comida Paimon. Oh Dios, ya estamos teniendo un colapso mental.
What's the matter? You don't look too good. What? Is the smell making you feel sick? Strange.
Quizás sea por recuerdos Paimon. Y nos morimos. Gracias por ver el directo, chicos. Nos vemos. Ah, mentira. Y ya nos quedamos sin conciertos. ¿Dónde estoy? What the fuck? No puedo correr, no puedo hacer nada, chicos. No, 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 no. No puedo usar habilidades elementales ni definitivas. Hay un árbol ahí que se está derrumbando. ¡No! Oh chicos, lo siento, era animación. Perdón, no quité la cámara. Pido disculpas. Es que me estaba moviendo el cojín que tenía atrás. Oye, en serio, esto de que no podemos correr ni saltar nada, me está mosqueando mucho. A ver, ¿qué quieres? Árbol tú, qué chino. Perdón chicos, tengo muy mala reacción.
Are you sure it's not serious? The Traveler's been out for a long time now.
Ya nos estamos despertando,
Yes,
time.
you can relax. Believe me, Master is extremely knowledgeable. If he
¿Quién
says the
es?
chi's going to be
Coley.
alright, then there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Oh, are you awake now?
Oh, thank goodness! Traveler, you're finally awake!
Sí, ya estamos despierta, niña.
Well, we're at... Good question. Where are we? Jaime was in such a panic when you passed out that she even forgot to ask what place this is.
This is Gandharvaville. It was originally built by scholars from Sumeru as a place to rest in the rainforest. Now it's mainly used by the forest rangers as a base of operations. My name is Kale. I'm a trainee forest ranger. My master and I found you passed out during our patrol, so we brought you here. Oh,
Yeah.
no things are necessary. I didn't do anything really. By the way, how are you feeling now? Any discomfort? Oh, that's Master's herbal medicine you're tasting. He gave you some while you were unconscious. Before I forget, Master mentioned you should take more medicine once you wake up.
No estoy seguro de que si quiero beber esa cosa.
Whoops!
Kale, what's the matter? Were you trying to retrieve the medicine? As I've already told you, you must be
Tignari.
careful with these. Alright, I'll get it for you once I'm finished here.
Sorry, Master.
Now, the guide to Avidya Forest's edible fungi is clearly posted on our bulletin board. But if Farbode forgets which mushrooms to avoid one more time, I'll have no choice but to leave the guide somewhere a little more visible. Like right smack on his forehead so others can remind him to be careful.
Right? This is the second time he's come down with food poisoning this month. I'll be sure to give him a good talking to.
Yes, please do. If, on the off chance, Farbode simply enjoys having little imaginary fairies dance before his eyes, then we'll just let him be. But the next time he requires any of our medicine, be sure to charge him accordingly. So, how are you doing? Feeling better?
Sí, gracias.
This is my master, Forest Watcher Tainari. He is chief officer over all the rangers here in Gandharvaville.
I already informed Paimon about the reason you fell unconscious earlier. But now that you're awake, let me explain it for you as well. It is common practice for Sumeru scholars of certain darshans to dedicate themselves to training and meditation in isolated areas, particularly the nearby forests. While meditating, they use a certain incense known as spirit borneol to help calm their minds as they enter a state of deep rumination. In hopes of asking directions, you two followed a scholar named Hypatia into her cave. The incense you smelled inside was the spirit borneol I just mentioned. That incense typically has no effect on most people, but for a very select few, it can have profound effects on one's cognition.
Demasiado
As you
bien. Creo que
experience
puede ser,
firsthand.
puedes haber
Does that
admitido un
make
poco de
sense?
detalles o iba a hacer resumen.
Very good. Now, answer me this. Did you feel anything after passing out? Say, any out-of-body experiences? Or did you see anything while unconscious? Kale, let the others know to stop bringing their patrol logs here for now.
Huh? Why?
Because these two will be staying here for the next few days. They can have my room and I'll bunk with Amir. Now get a move on and be sure to do as I've said.
Yes, Master Tainari.
Wait, hold on a second. Can you tell us what's going on?
Sure, let me fill you in. I originally planned to send you on your way once you finished your medicine. However, it appears now that you should stay a while longer in Gandharvaville for further observation while you recuperate.
Further observation?
No need to be hasty. As long as you have the capacity to judge between right and wrong, I promise that you'll understand the gravity of the situation
Te
once I
explica para
explain
todo.
it to you. Based on what you saw after smelling the incense and losing consciousness, we can conclude that you experienced a powerful hallucination, which suggests your mental state is not in the best of shape.
Bueno, desde
If
asumo
you're
que nuestra mente
skeptical,
no está bien.
have a whiff of this.
Oh, are you okay?
You're experiencing a similar sensation as when you passed out, aren't you? So even though your condition is stable as of now, if I were to haphazardly let you leave, it's highly likely that you'd suddenly pass out again somewhere else. The rainforest is home to many fierce animals and hazardous areas. If something were to happen to you again, I'm afraid you might not be so lucky. For now, I suggest you continue taking your medicine each day and avoid wandering off on your own. At least until you stop having adverse reactions to this kind of smell, okay?
De acuerdo.
Good. Now continue resting while I fire up another bowl of medicine for you.
Seriously? We just arrived in Sumeru and we're already having problems left and right! Paimon knows we're set on meeting Lesser Lord Kusanali as soon as possible, but you really don't look too good. It'd probably be best to let you recover first. Hey! Are you even listening to Paimon? Paimon's over here worrying about you, you know! What's weird? You mean how you're feeling now? You mean the vision of tree roots and red skies you saw? But if those weren't hallucinations, what could they be? Well, considering how unique you are, Paimon trusts your judgment here. But why didn't you say anything about it to Tainari? If he misjudged your condition, then there's a chance you could get worse, right? Huh? You mean that Tainari already knows that what you saw weren't hallucinations? But if that's the case, why would he try to hide that from us? Oh, Paimon gets it now. That explains why you were so quiet earlier. Well, that settles it then. We'll stay here to rest up and figure out what's going on with your hallucinations. But it seems like asking Tainari might not be an option anymore. What do you think we should do? Good
Hablamos
idea.
con Colette.
Holly's pretty friendly. We can ask her tomorrow about what she knows regarding the Dendro Archon and customs in Sumeru.
Quizás no está autorizada para decir algo de eso.
Rise and shine! Come on, it's time to go find Holly!
Bien, ya puedo correr, ese es el alivio, chicos.
All right, next let's see. Right hand. Yes, not bad. But please remember that you still need to be careful. Understand?
Yes, I will. By the way, Master, I still haven't received the patrol route for today.
Well, you understand.
But I have a vision too! Am I useless to everyone now?
Don't talk like that, Kale. This is not something you need to be worrying about right now. Ah, there you are. Feeling any better?
Yeah, since we'll be staying here for now, we thought we might as well try lending a hand around here.
Seems you're not the type to sit back and take it easy for a while, huh? In that case, perhaps Kale could take you two for a patrol south of Gandharvaville for the day. And if you're feeling up to it, you can be responsible for cleaning the Statue of the Seven.
Tenari, we're ready to head out.
Roger, I'll be right there. All right, we'll be heading into the forest now. I'll leave any further details to Kale.
Yes, you can count on me.
So, Kale, what exactly are we going to be doing today? Tainari mentioned cleaning the statue just now, but, that doesn't really sound like the job for a ranger.
Well, a forest ranger's responsibilities can be pretty diverse. They handle a variety of tasks, like checking the condition of outlying roads, maintaining forest facilities, ensuring fire prevention standards are met, and providing assistance to travelers and locals. As for Master, well, he has to handle more dangerous areas of the rainforest. Today we can perform routine checks on the pathway lamps as we make our way to the Statue of the Seven.
Ayan.
Paimon, traveler, this way! You can leave the task of checking the lamps to me. In the meantime, you two can keep an eye out for anything unusual.
Aquí los caminos están muy raros, chicos. ¿Qué,
Nothing wrong with
¿qué es
these
eso?
ones. Let's move to the next ones.
Estoy pensando en tirar por el arco de Tignari. Pero es que me da miedo arriesgarme a la lanza de Chomli, pues. O sea, a él es el único que recomienda, pero no sé si sea recomendable
This lamp seems
como
to
estoy
be moving
ahorita.
a little wobbly. Let me make a note of it. No problems with this lamp. Good.
Bueno, ya estamos viendo, ya estamos empezando a ver Dendroculus.
The Statue of the Seven is up on top of that large rock formation. You must have seen it when you came down this road before. It's pretty high up there, isn't it? Don't worry. If you're afraid you can't make it up there, I'm sure Master wouldn't mind if you don't clean the statue. Oh? I guess I'll leave it up to you then. There's not much footing once you reach the statue, so be careful up there.
Paimon will fly up with you and help you with those hard-to-reach areas. By the way, Kale, do you know anything about the Dendro Archon? You know, what's she like?
That depends. Are you referring to Greater Lord Rukudevata or Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Greater Lord Rukudevata? Oh, is that the name of the former Dendro Archon?
Uh-huh. Greater Lord Rukudevata was Sumeru's first Dendro Archon. She created the rainforest as well as the wall of Samiel around the desert. Her works provided a means of peaceful living for everyone. To the people of Sumeru, she's not only a symbol of wisdom, but also of power and kindness. Unfortunately, she disappeared in a great calamity that occurred a few hundred years ago.
Igual que el rey del
According to what
Makoto.
Masters told me, the sages later found the newly born Dendro Archon and whisked her back to Sumeru. To celebrate the reinstatement of their lost deity, the sages dubbed her Lesser Lord Kusanali and let her reside in the sanctuary of Sarastana.
Uh-huh. Then what happened?
Well, and then... I'm not too sure what happened, to be honest.
Huh? You're not too sure? But aren't you from Sumeru?
Yeah, I'm from Sumeru. But...
Maybe it's difficult to discuss this topic with strangers. If that's the case, then don't worry, we understand.
Me sorprende que en Sumeru no nos conozcan.
No, it's not that. I'm not trying to hide something from you. Besides, I don't consider you two strangers. Anyway, you two know Amber, right?
What? Amber conoce a Coley.
Wait, Amber? You mean
I once lived in Mondstadt for a while, and she helped me a lot during that time. You could even say that she helped me become a new person. There's no one
El
like
primer nivel de la
Amber.
estatua de
She
dentro te
lives
pide
life to the
20.
fullest while always adhering to her strong sense of justice. She's ready to answer the call for action at any moment, but is also very understanding of others. She's like the spark that lights the fire in everyone's heart around her. If you ask me, she's a prime example of a true outrider. She's the first person anyone coming to Mondstadt will meet. You can't help but be enthralled by her charm and enthusiasm, causing you to fall in love with the lands of Mondstadt and... sorry.
Paimon thought the work of Outriders was a little different from what you just described, but one thing's for sure. You really like Amber.
sorry. I was rambling on just now.
Ah, me he encontrado con una persona más parlanchina que tú, que absolutamente no pude sacar en la actualización anterior. ¿Por qué no me salió yo el
Amber
vídeo?
somehow makes Paimon suddenly feel a lot closer to you. So, how do you know that we've met Amber?
Well, after I returned to Sumeru, Amber and I have stayed in touch by writing each other letters. In one letter, she mentioned that Mondstadt was attacked by a fearsome dragon, but the city was saved by a mysterious blonde
Compañero
traveler and their
flotante.
floating companion. I knew you two were the ones she mentioned in the letter the moment I saw you. But, considering everything you've been
Olvídalo
through
si
that
nos
day,
conocen, pero
I thought
por
it'd
una
be
persona conocida
inappropriate
no
to
nos
bring it
conocen
up.
como los rumores de una zona.
So that's how you knew.
Yep, so please know that you two have my complete trust. Really. I wish I could tell you more about the Dendroarchon, but I have been away from Sumeru for some time, and I haven't read any books. Sorry.
That's alright. You've already helped us a lot. We had never even heard of Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or the Sanctuary of Surasthana until you mentioned them.
Oh, I'm happy that was helpful. There is one thing I want to ask, though. Why do you two want to know about the Dendroarchon? So that's why you're here. Thank you for telling me your story.
Don't mention it. We are friends after all, right? Alright, we have a statue to clean.
Ah, cansado será en
While
un
you two are up
ratito.
there cleaning, I'll go ahead and inspect the forest canopy. Let's meet back here shortly.
Creo que me dice que tenemos que recoger esas frutas inmediatamente. Listo, ya recogí las frutas. Demonios, es que Sumeru tiene pasajes tan extraños. Bueno, tengo el sábado, tengo que preocuparme por escalar. Les dije, no tengo que preocuparme. Ah, genial, hasta ahora veo esa cochinada.
Huh. Now that Paimon looks at it, the deity that's carved on the statue is kinda small. Do you think she's supposed to be Greater Lord Rukkhadevata or Lesser Lord Kusanao? You might be right. The statue does look kinda old. Well, anyway, we'll have to figure that out later.
Qué
Let's
optimista,
start
Paimon.
cleaning the statue. Paimon will fly up and take care of the top, and you clean everything below.
Ya, al fin dices algo coherente en toda tu vida, Paimon.
Nice work. That's
Ahora
all
vamos a lo que nos importa, chicos. La misión puede esperar.
Meet up with Kale.
Es lo más importante, claro que sí. Si ya vieron que desde un inicio nos estaban pidiendo 20 cochinas dendróculos, creo que es mejor recoger todas las que veamos inmediatamente. Y algo me dice que no está aquí. ¿No hay una cabaña viejita? No, entonces tenemos que rompernos el cuello y mirar hacia arriba. Pero si lo hacemos, no hay ni madres. Entonces, no está arriba, entonces por obligación tiene que estar abajo. ¿Qué es eso que vi? Claro que sí. ¿Cómo pasa aquí? De manera... Miren, qué bueno todo. ¿Qué pedo? ¿Cómo pasó? Ya empezamos con las cosas que no entiendo. No. Ah, chicos, lo intentamos.
Propagate!
Ahora sí, lo intentamos. No voy a tener que olvidar del brócoli por el momento. Ahí hay otro que ya lo vi.
Kale, we're back!
Welcome back! You must be tired after all that climbing. Let's take a little break. I brought some fruit and water for us.
Yay, food! What kind of goodies did you bring?
Contrólate,
Hey,
Paimon.
don't be a party pooper. It's not like Kale is a stranger or anything. Besides, the best way
Pero
to
ella no es
compliment a
cocinera, es
chef is to show
exploradora.
passion for their food. Xiangling taught Paimon that.
I prepared a nice portable dish that forest rangers like to eat called pita pockets. I hope you'll like them. Whoops!
Ah, no! You dropped it on the ground!
Not to worry. I wrapped a few layers of oiled paper around each pita. They should be fine.
Oh, whew. Paimon nearly had a heart attack there.
¡Qué panchera la salió la Paimon!
Those pitas are amazing! You're quite the cook,
Hay
Kale.
algo que no te guste, Paimon.
Thank goodness you wrapped them in paper. Paimon wouldn't have been able to sleep at night knowing something so tasty had been wasted.
Dramática.
You really know how to compliment the chef, Paimon. Since you liked it so much, I'll be sure to give you a copy of the recipe sometime. I'll even include all my personal cooking pointers, so you'll be making your own pita pockets in no time.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. It's hard to believe someone as diligent as you could have clumsy
Todos los
moments
tienen Paimon
too.
hasta tú.
Oh, I guess it happens from time to time.
Muy seguido, mejor dicho.
Kale, don't you think that Tainari's a little too strict with you? He won't let you touch anything without his permission. Paimon knocks stuff over all the time flying around the Traveler, but she's never said anything. Everyone has their clumsy moments.
No, you've got the wrong idea about Master. Sure, he may seem a bit harsh at first, but with some time, you'll see that he's actually very kind-hearted. I've heard the veteran rangers say that Master is from some ancient and mysterious race that is known for their cunning wit and reclusive nature. Oh, by the way, you've heard of the Academia, right? Well, there's a group called, something? Well,
Sí,
anyway,
se ayuda.
because Master does a lot of research on plants, sages from the Academia have written him many times, inviting him to take up an official position there. But Master declines their offers every time, saying, Sumeru City is too noisy. It'd be bad for my ears. Seems you already know him well. Anyway, I'm sure the sages were not happy about his responses. Master could obviously have a bright future in the Academia, but he insists on sticking to the path of a forest watcher. Every day he helps the locals of the forest and passes on his extensive knowledge to trainees like me. In fact, Master's the one who taught me how to make pita pockets.
Really? Paimon would have never guessed that. Oh, speaking of Tainari, he was the one who took care of you after finding you passed out yesterday. He even carried you all the way here.
Quisiera que hacer otras cosas. No,
Paimon's still
mentira.
kinda upset though. He kept scolding Paimon the entire way here.
¿Qué
Oh
hiciste?
no, I'm sorry. Master might have been overreacting a little. But, it's mostly because Paimon wouldn't stop yelling, Why, oh why? Is she going to die? It probably started to get under Master's skin after a while.
Hey! Don't laugh! Paimon was genuinely concerned about you.
No sabemos, Paimon. Te queremos, Paimon. Te queremos, comida de emergencia.
Hey! Now even Kale started to laugh. Ugh, that's it! Paimon won't forget this. It's time for some primordial wrath!
¿Qué está haciendo?
Oh, sorry, Kale. Paimon didn't mean to scare you.
No, I just... I... I didn't mean that.
Kale,
Eso fue
are you
extraño.
okay? What's the matter?
No, I'm... I'm fine. I'm sorry. I must have startled you both reacting like that. Oh, well, it's getting late now. Let's hurry back to Gandharville.
Demasiado
I think
extraño, la
Master
verdad.
and the others should be back by now, too.
Ya todos sabemos que la nada la tensión se puso muy
Huh?
incómoda.
What was up with Kale just now? And why is she in such a hurry all of a sudden? Look, she's practically running back. Paimon can't even see her now.
Siento que se parece mucho a Marian de Fire Emblem. Vámonos, perro. Afortunadamente para ustedes tengo Xiao y no puedo sufrir daño por caída. Bueno, se usa el ataque de Zenith y si estoy bien menso y no lo uso, pues obviamente se voy a hacer daño y me voy a matar.
Traveler, you've returned.
Yep, we're back. Have you seen Kale by any chance?
Oh, Kale? Yes. I saw her go into her room just a moment ago.
Oh, okay. Guess we'll just have to wait and talk to her tomorrow then.
Pero mi espalda no está en las mejores condiciones. Pero hasta las 8. Vamos a que esto. Listo.
Paimon was thinking all night about what happened with Kale, and still can't figure out what the problem might be. Maybe she's in a better mood now.
Ah, it's you two. I was just about to go look for you.
Huh? Tainari? What are you doing here? Where's Kale?
I came to check on Kale's condition. To put it simply, she's not well.
You mean she's sick? How could she be... Oh, wait a minute. Could it be because of what Paimon did yesterday?
No need to worry. Something as small as you could never harm her. This sickness is something that Kale has been dealing with for some time. Kale has been more excited than usual since you two arrived. A little too much so, to be honest. She hasn't remembered to take care of herself. I suppose it's understandable, though. She hasn't been around anyone she considered a friend for some time now. It must have been refreshing for her to have you two here.
So, Tainari, what's really wrong with Kale?
Let's take this conversation elsewhere. Kale just fell asleep after taking her medicine. She needs some peace and quiet.
¡Ay, Dios! Eso estuvo cerca. Qué bueno que Xiao se alcanzó a sujetar, Dios mío santo.
All right, let's continue our conversation here, shall we? To be honest, I hadn't realized that you're that honorary knight from Mondstadt until Kale told me just now.
Aliana, ya sí, somos
I've also
famosos.
heard all about your
Somos
days in
famosos,
Midway
bueno,
at
ella es
Inazuma.
famosa.
So, just to clarify, what I'm about to tell you about Kale is not because of who you are or your past feats.
Perdón chicos, es que mi
Instead,
espalda
I'm
no
going to
está en
tell you
mejores
because,
condiciones.
well, because Kale asked me to. And honestly speaking, I was against Kale revealing her past to you. But she insisted, saying you two treated her with sincerity and as a friend. So now she wishes to reciprocate the gesture.
So, Tainari, what exactly is wrong with Kale? You said this is something she's been dealing with for some time. Just how serious is it?
Right. Ever since she was a child, she's been afflicted with a disease called Elazar.
Elazar?
Yes, it's a disease unique to the lands of Sumeru. It is characterized by dark and hardened scales that form on the body. At first, the afflicted may only feel mild numbness on the affected area of the skin. However, as the disease progresses, one may begin feeling fatigued and even experience peripheral paresthesia.
Eso explica
In its
mucho.
final stages, the disease strips a person of the ability to control their own body, and they effectively become completely immobile.
That sounds terrifying. Wait, hold on. So when Kale seemed to be acting a little clumsy earlier, it was because...
Correct. That would be the effects of Elazar, which is precisely why I do not want her carrying or holding anything, lest she ends up hurting herself. With appropriate treatment, the disease can be effectively controlled before it progresses to a more serious stage.
Demonios.
However, there is unfortunately still no true cure for Elazar. Nevertheless, Kale's mother still hoped there was something out there. She handed Kale over to an organization
No
known as the Fatui
puede
after one of their
ser.
members lied and said they had a cure.
What? The Fatui?
No, ¿por
It
qué?
appears you are already familiar with them. That'll save
¿Por
me some
qué
explanation.
ellos? Todas las personas
Anyway,
que
the
puedan pedir
person who
ayuda.
eventually rescued Kale and brought her to me for care said that she had been given to a harbinger known as the Doctor. I have no idea how this doctor managed to do it, but her case of Elazar was completely stable for all the years that Kale was with them. However, Kale's days with the Fatui were anything but pleasant. Kale is a resilient individual and always tries to appear cheerful, but her experience with the Fatui has left deep scars. Even now, she can still feel deathly afraid of someone touching her.
Oh, Paimon had no idea Kale's been through so much suffering.
Oh, by the way, Paimon, Kale wanted me to tell you that she's sorry for scaring you yesterday. She also wanted both of you to know that she's sorry for hiding her illness.
She doesn't need to apologize. None of this is her fault at all.
Well said. I hope you'll get a chance to tell her that in person the next time you see her. Kale once thought that it would be impossible for her to have any real friendships. I trust that you two will never let my trainee experience such emotional pain again.
Don't worry, Kainari. We'll take good care of her.
Well, it's not too serious at this point. She overexerted herself the last couple of days, which is what led to her breakdown this time. As long as she has taken her medicine and gets plenty of rest, she should get better. Though, I must admit that Kale's condition was much more stable when she first arrived here in Gandharvaville. She was interested in the work of the forest rangers the moment she saw us. I could see that she was serious about learning, so I felt compelled to ask her to join us. Her stamina has gotten much worse recently. Though a moderate amount of physical exercise is always necessary, I'm afraid the long-distance patrols are a little too much for her now. All right, now that I've told you about Kale's past, I think I'll head into the rainforest to find some ingredients needed for her medicine. I'll see you two later.
Yeah, we'd like to do something to help Kale too.
All right, but I must warn you two. The rainforest is a dangerous place, especially for someone who's still recovering like the traveler. You must follow closely and listen to every instruction.
No problemo.
No problemo.
We'll be looking for a plant known as lunar lotus. It's often used to help those afflicted with Elazar recover their energy.
Bueno, no sé cómo se llama eso.
Where exactly are we going to find this plant?
Lunar
Ya
lotus can be
sabe.
found all over the rainforest, but it often grows right here around Gandharvaville.
Given the name, it sounds like we should be looking for it in the water.
You are
Wee.
correct. Lunar lotus grows in the water. When fully matured, they look like giant blue flowers floating on the water's surface. Quite an attractive species, if you ask me. The large petals are actually the plant's leaves and sepals, which surround a very small flower. You should note that many of the plants found in Sumeru have names that are contrary to their species. Take the Kalpalata, for example. The plant is not a lotus at all, but rather a vine. And then there's the Sumeru rose, which is not a rose, completely contrary to its name.
Oh, huh. Okay then. Note to Paimon. Never bring up the topic of flowers with Tiny.
Sí, no entendí ni madres. ¿Qué es eso azul?
There should be lunar lotuses growing somewhere in this area. Let's split up and begin searching. If you could manage to gather 4 of them, that would be sufficient. We'll rendezvous here once you've gathered the needed amount.
Alright, we've gathered enough lunar lotuses. Let's head back to meet Tainari.
Vamos primero por el teleporte. Ah, mira, aquí hay barcos. Eso suena interesante. Uy, casi me mato nuevamente. Chicos, no sé si hacerlo tirada ahorita mismo por el arco de Tignari, porque si me sale sería un buen añadimiento para Ganyu, pues. Y después que quiero ese arco porque te da probabilidad crítica, vi que de primeras te da 9%. Y después que quiero desesperadamente ese arco. Es que también tengo el arco de Amos que es perfecto para Ganyu. Creo que me sentiría más seguro con un arco con probabilidad crítica. Vamos a por eso. A ver, no sé a primera vista, debe estar enterrado. Debe haber una cueva por aquí abajo. ¿Qué es esto? ¡No! Hijo de tu... ¡Ostras! La música de Sumeru. No me gusta mucho la música de Sumeru. Por aquí hay otro, voy a ver si lo puedo ver. Ah, ya lo vi, estás arriba. Ahorita lo agarramos cuando hable con Tignari.
Hey Tainari, we found the lotuses you requested.
Let me take a look. Good, very good. These are all excellent quality. I'm quite glad you two came along. Your exploration experience helped save me a lot of time here. It seems we even have enough time to stock up on some other things I need.
Bueno,
Hey,
necesito,
Tainari.
hermano. ¿Por qué no se pasa?
Tainari, someone's calling your name. They're dressed like a forest ranger.
Ah yes, that's Amir and the others. But didn't they just set off not too long ago? What are they doing back so early? Let's go find out what's going on.
Lo siento, chicos, es que el dolor de espalda el dolor de espalda me está ganando.
Tainari, thank goodness we found you here. We were just about to head back and find you at Gandharvaville.
What's going on?
¿Te pasa algo con Lei?
We just discovered a withering zone.
¿Mm?
The Withering is back? But the patrol route you were on should have been already cleared just a week ago. It reappeared so quickly. Can you tell me the exact location?
It's up ahead, deep in the river valley. It's appeared in a spot that blocks nearly the entire narrow part of the valley area, so we decided to come find you as quickly as possible.
And the radius of the contamination?
Sorry, I couldn't get a clear enough view to tell.
No one in our patrol team had a vision, and it appeared to still be spreading, so we didn't risk getting any closer.
Okay, I understand. You made the right decision. I'll go deal with it right away. In the meantime, please guide these two back to Gandharvaville.
Wait, Kainari, why don't you let us help you?
You two have only just arrived in Sumeru. You're still unfamiliar with many things in these lands. There's a unique type of anomaly that occurs in the Sumeru rainforest. It's called the withering. The affected areas not only cause nearby vegetation to wither, but it's also lethal to wildlife and even people. If you don't carry a vision,
No, pero eso no le afecta a Yumi.
places.
Yes, Amir is absolutely right. I wasn't kidding when I said the rainforest is a dangerous place. As Amir said, only someone with a vision, that is, the power to manipulate elements, will be
Bueno,
able to
nosotros ya
resist
tenemos 4
the
elementos, así que
effects for a time.
That's right. If any of the forest rangers without a vision come across a withering zone, we first make a record of the location and then have a ranger with the proper abilities deal with it, like Tainari here. Only someone with a vision can venture within a withering zone and find a way to deal with it. But you don't seem to carry a vision.
Don't worry, she may not have a vision, but she's a real pro at using the power of the elements.
It seems the rumors about you are true. In that case, all right, you two may accompany me. We typically only teach visitors how to identify the withering as they're about to leave Gandharvaville. We'll make an exception today and show you what it looks like up close.
no, chicos, sé que el directo es algo corto, pero es que la verdad ahorita ya no estoy aguantando porque tengo debilidad desde que hoy me vacunaron del COVID. Tengo debilidad y pues necesito estar en reposo y la espalda sinceramente ya no me está aguantando y todavía tengo que hacer otras cosas. Así que para comenzar voy a hacer una tirada en el banner de armas, que la verdad es que me da un poco de miedo que me salga esta. Las armas aquí tampoco es que sean muy buenas que digamos. Vamos a ver el historial de cuántos protocolos nos faltan para que nos salga un arma. Me arriesgaré y... ¡Ostras! ¡Lo cambiaron! ¡Se ve chido! Lanza espada elíptica, que luego lo tengo que mejorar porque es buenísima esa arma. A ver, tenemos aquí... C, 3, 5, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 25, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75, 80. No, hice malas cuentas. Se lo vi la arma legendaria y no la vi. ¿Sí o no? ¿Cuándo fue que me salió la última legendaria? La última legendaria que me salió fue el halcón de Jade, en el banner de ayudar. No pude haber hecho tantas tiradas. Aquí está. Entonces ya no me falta poquito para que salga el arma. Bueno, chicos, me la jugaré por ustedes por ese arco. Deseenme suerte, por favor. Quiero este arco. Uy, no sé si está muy bueno para acá en video. Bien, pero bueno, vamos a hacer la tirada. Así que... por favor. Es épica. Bueno, pues no me sale nada. Espada de favores, espada no importa, chicos. No voy a arriesgar a hacer más tiradas porque no puedo desperdiciar a Ganjo. Así que bueno, lamento de hacer este directo tan corto, pero es que la verdad es que tampoco puedo arriesgarme tanto porque la espalda me está doliendo muchísimo. Así que bueno, espero que como siempre les haya gustado este directo. Si mañana estoy en una mejor condición, les prometo que va a haber directo. Espero que un poquito más largo que este. Así que mañana si voy a jugar un rato Genshin Impact, pues espero, voy a ir haciendo exploración lo que es el Sumeru para que no tengan que estar viniendo caminando de un lado a otro y ir directamente a la historia. Así que bueno, espero que como siempre les haya gustado.